All right, it is March 26th. Voice broke there a little bit. March 26th. March 26th. It's like Seinfeld. It's March 26th. March 26th, 14. This is what happens. Today's my wife's birthday. All right, last night it was funny. She came home and she says, I was telling everybody I was a certain age, you know, at work. She's saying, hey, you know, how old are you? Well, I'm going to be this age tomorrow. I'm not going to dox her and out her, I guess I should say, on how old she is. She looks younger than she is. She, kind of like I do. I don't know if that's the case. So she says yesterday all day at work, she's telling people, oh yeah, I'm going to be this old tomorrow. Well, she comes home and I said, how old? And she was saying a year older than she actually is. So she forgot how old she is. And you know, I was just thinking about that the other day. I'm like, how old am I? I have to go back and I'm thinking, okay, I was born in this year. This is the year. You forget because it's insignificant. It really doesn't matter anymore. You get to a certain point and there are no hallmarks. There are no signposts. It's not like, oh, I'm 16, I can drive. Or I'm 18, I don't even know if you can do anything if you're 18 anymore except die for your country. You can't even smoke or drink. In most states, probably all states. But you hit 21 and then, oh yeah, I can go out to the bars, I can go drink legally. And then it's like no big deal anymore. Then you hit 30 and you start thinking, man, where did my youth go? What the crap? Getting older. Man, 30 used to be really old when I was young. Then when you turn 40, it's just kind of like, wow, okay. And then 50, holy man. I don't feel 50. I'm a little older than 50. But it is what it is. You just kind of forget, whatever, who cares? So you forget how old you are because, you know, when you're 16, it's like 1/16 of your life. When you turn 50, it's 1/50 of your life. So it's not as significant, and that's why time speeds up, I think, because, you know, 1 year is just a fraction of all those years that ever existed, so it flies by now. But if you're 2, 1 year's half your life. It's a big deal. It takes forever to get through that year. Well, now years just fly by. I don't know, I'm off on this rant. Turn that off. I'm off on this rant on age. But anyway, happy birthday, wife. She's not going to watch this, so whatever. My mom will tell her because mom watches it. And then she'll tell my wife that I said happy birthday, so I'll be in good graces. All right, so crypto market, let's look at that a little bit. I mean, we just had a lunar eclipse. Let's skip the crypto market for now. We just had a lunar eclipse. Then we have a solar eclipse coming up in 2 weeks from today. Turn these wipers down. Crazy. I felt the shifting, the wobbling, and all the woo-woo stuff for a few weeks now. And yeah, definitely things are moving along, things are changing. We see P. Diddy getting his houses raided. You're seeing a lot of stuff coming out like Nickelodeon. You're seeing a lot of that stuff coming out. So a lot of the abuse that's been going on forever that we've all known about is starting to get exposed now. It's starting to come out. And hopefully people go to jail. That's basically what needs to happen. Or enough people wake up to where these people don't walk down the street anymore. And you don't give them your kids anymore. Hand them over so that they can go around having custody of them for 48 hours and all that stuff. No, you don't do that. You don't give it up. You don't give it up for money. You don't give it up for fame. You don't give your kids up for this crap. And that's what's happened. All these pageants, you know, I'm not knocking them all. But I'm saying, you start looking into it. You start looking into the pageants. You start looking at the recruiting agencies for modeling. And I mean, they're all, not all, a lot are tied into the whole bad thing. You know, think Nexium, Balenciaga, you know, all this weird stuff. They're tied into something darker. And then you wonder why does the music sound so dark and evil? Why do these people look so dark and evil? Well, it's because they are dark and evil. They're bad people. They have dark hearts. So anyway, hopefully that stuff's rolling out and people will wake up to the fact that we are... Franny, what are you doing? You're probably right in the speaker. They can't hear. Holy dog. All right. There we go. Fran girl. Fran. Crypto market, let's get to that. You know, a lot of the woo-woo going on. Litecoin taking off a little bit today. It's not up much. It's up like 5%, but nothing else in the big top 20, 25 is you know, mysteriously moving like that, you know, all of a sudden. telling you, I've been warning you, I've been telling you, Litecoin, don't sleep on it. Do not, like I said, you've been warned about Litecoin for years from me, years. Eventually I'll be right. The thing is, I'll be right, and somebody will say, oh, that's all he talks about is Litecoin. Of course, he's going to get it right one time. Well, guess what? There are a lot of coins out there that don't exist anymore. They went to zero. There are a lot of Ethereum tokens, you can't trade them because they're illiquid. Litecoin's not illiquid. So you can't say, well, eventually he'll be right. Well, yeah, eventually I'll be right, but guess what? It's not going to go to zero like a lot of you people think it's going to go to. You think there's no use case to it. You don't think it works. Oh, it's a dead coin. It's a dinosaur coin. Well, I got news for you. It works. Bought my daughter 2 pairs of glasses with Litecoin. Bought some other things with Litecoin. And you know what? I don't even care what the price is. Like I said last week, I think I paid, Litecoin was like 82 bucks at the time where I bought a couple of pairs of glasses. You know why? Because they are necessary. Because this is sound money for the digital age. This is something you can use to get real assets. It's not something where you look like a stock portfolio where you look at and say, ooh, look, number go up. That's what most coins are. Because they really don't have a use case. And guess what? They're not liquid. And if they are, what can you use them for? Nothing. You're just using it to basically gamble. That's all it is. You're never going to spend it. You know, you're never going to spend these coins. You're never going to use them in real life. You're just hoping that you can cash out of them before the next guy does. And that's really all it is. So once again, multiple Ponzi schemes out there, pyramid schemes. That's what they are. Well, Litecoin's been around, running for over 12 years nonstop. It'll be 13 years this October, 13th. Nobody can stop it. It's been running every day for over 12 years. You can pay with it. Multiple places. BitPay, the highest used coin on BitPay by far. It's the payments coin. It's sound money for the digital age. It is the payment rail. It is the silver standard. Guess what? I'd rather be on a silver standard than a gold standard. Just saying. Because when the truth comes out about which one is better, which one's more useful, which one has utility, and the real scarcity of it, you're going to find out. And people are going to FOMO, and people are going to be scared and like, oh my God, what's happening? How did I not know this? I need to get silver. It's $500 an ounce and going up. I need to get Litecoin. It added a zero. Added another zero. Now what? I can't get any? What do you mean I can't get any? Here's the other thing. You got big players coming into it, and it looks like Coinbase is going to be allowed to trade futures on Litecoin, and I think Dogecoin, maybe Ethereum. It's just going to bring more money into it. Not that I'm for that at all. I'm just saying, I mean, if you're looking at an undervalued asset that's going to get used and big money's going to be into, you might want to take a look at Litecoin because it's way undervalued compared to everything else that's out there. Way undervalued. I mean, the only other thing, maybe DigiByte, you can make the argument is undervalued because it's got a lot of upside potential with what it does. But, I mean, as far as liquidity and a coin that is unstoppable, it's everywhere, it's on every exchange, every ATM. I mean, Litecoin is that. It's the most conservative, easy bet out there right now if you want to get into something that actually works and has so much upside potential in the digital world. There's nothing better than Litecoin. I'm telling you that right now. Once again, you've been warned. That's it. You know, that's it. You can sit there and make all the excuses you want, but it is what it is. You're going to have to deal with it one way or the other. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. And make sure you have coins in your possession. Make sure that you know how to take possession of those coins. Have them in a secure wallet. I mean, it doesn't even have to be necessarily a hardware wallet. It can be a paper wallet. What do I mean by paper wallet? The easiest thing to do is write down your 12 words when you create a wallet with whatever you use, whatever wallet you use, generator. When you open up a new wallet, write down those words, and then you can deposit. Here's what you can do. All right. So you can open up, here's what I like to do. Take an old phone and wipe it completely. Take the SIM card out. And then you can create a new account if you have to for the Apple Store or the Play Store, depending upon which, operating system you have. Download an app, could be Coinomi, could be Exodus, it could be any of these decent apps, wallet apps. Download it and then create a wallet. And I think you can do that completely offline. You generate the seed phrase, create new wallet, basically turn it on airplane mode. Once you got it downloaded, open it up, create new wallet, write down the seed phrase. Okay. You're still offline. And then you go receive Litecoin. It's got a receive address, and you can screenshot that, whatever, because that's a public QR code. Never want to do that with a private key, but a public QR code, you can have that and screenshot that, and then you can have anybody pay you that way. And guess what? You can delete that app off that phone. So the only thing that exists at that point is that QR code and the address that it represents. Series of numbers and letters, but the QR code, you can carry that around anywhere you want and deposit. And you can go check it on the blockchain, like blockchair.com. You can go look at it and see how much Litecoin's in there. You don't even have to have a wallet on your phone anymore. You just have that address, it's just like a mailbox. You keep sending mail to it, boom, boom, boom. And one day you say, hey, I need to check this mail. So you can restore that wallet with the 12 words or the 24 words that you wrote down. So you're completely offline, like savings account, completely offline. And not until you need to use it, you can restore it with that seed phrase, and you can restore it in pretty much any other wallet. It doesn't have to be the one you open it up with. And this happened for a buddy of mine. He had stuff saved since 2017, and he's like, oh my gosh, how do I get into this? I might need a little help here. And so we walked through it together, recovered all the funds because they were always there. He had his seed phrases. Boom, done. Got it. Open it up in a new wallet. Got it. Done. And this is, 7 years ago. Simple process. You can be offline. You don't need to have it on a live device. You don't need to plug it into a laptop. You don't need a laptop. I mean, all you need is the ability to create a wallet one time, do it offline, save the seed phrase, and then have a QR code for whichever, you want to deposit into it. And then, you can just keep adding it. Boom, 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 boom. As long as you want. In that wallet, nobody can touch it until it's restored with those 12 words. Just saying, keep it safe. Keep your stuff safe. Yeah, they're trying to take it from you, everything they can do. And so, yeah, if Litecoin has an ETF, I'm not really looking forward to that. Yeah, price will go up, but that just means they're taking control. They're going to take control of the sound money, like they're doing with Bitcoin ETFs. They want to hold it, these vampires. They want to usher in a new system that they control, a new gold standard, and that's what they're trying to do. So don't let them do it. Withdraw that Bitcoin if you can, or never get it into that situation. If you're going to do it, find out how to buy it, get it in your own possession. Just like I'm talking about. All right, enough of the rant, enough of the ramble. You've been warned about Litecoin, I'm telling you. Better take a look at it. If you don't look at it at this point, and I mean, if you're just hating on Litecoin, you've either been burned by it because you don't want to hold, or you don't use it. I mean, you don't understand what Litecoin is, really. You haven't done the research. You don't get it. And you better get it. You better do some research. You better do your homework on it, because you're going to be crying at some point. And I don't want you to be crying at some point. I want you to be able to have at least one Litecoin to where you're 100 times ahead of the average person in this world. Because if you take the total supply of Litecoin, right, Tilly? How many times you heard this? Tilly knows. She's got her own wallet. You can send her, I'll get her QR code. You can send her some Litecoin if you want to. 84 million Litecoin, 8 billion people in the world. You divide that equally amongst everybody in the world, that's 0.01 Litecoin. 1/100th of a Litecoin, fraction. You buy one Litecoin, you're 100 times ahead of the next guy. And you can buy it for under $100 right now, one Litecoin. For now. Someday it'll have a zero on the back of it, and then another zero, and you're going to say, I wish I would have listened to that guy in that DigiByte. Wish I would have listened to that Westwood guy that was ranting about Litecoin, and all I want to do is just make fun of him because he's got, because his car has, this is hanging down, and, let me tell you something. One and done, baby. One payment and done. That's how I roll. I don't like car payments. So there you go. I'd rather have Litecoin. You're going to be looking back saying, why didn't I listen to him and just buy one? Why did I just buy one Litecoin? I could have bought 10 Litecoin. I didn't do it. Why didn't I do that? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? I'm telling you right now. Be warned. I've been telling you many times. Look into Litecoin. The fundamentals are there. Most undervalued digital asset out there. And just wait until privacy rolls out in mobile wallets here in the next few months. It's going to be unlike any other digital asset / currency out there. All right. Sound money for the digital age. Litecoin. Love you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Trust yourself. Don't trust me. If it's in your gut, you might want to follow your gut. I'm just saying, you might want to take a look at Litecoin, though. All right. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Trust yourself.